Well, I'm Don Merriman. I'm the county clerk, and I am a lifelong resident of Salina County and Salina. I went to Salina schools, graduate of Salina Central High School, and Kansas Wesleyan University with a degree in business and a minor in history. I have worked in retail sales in my lifetime. I've also worked in a wholesale supply business, Salina Supply Company, for 27 years. I quoted and designed and sold heating and cooling and ventilation equipment there for 27 years. I came to the county clerk's office in January of 2000 after being appointed and nominated and appointed by the local party central committee and then appointed officially by then Governor Bill Graves. I've been serving citizens for 17 years in that capacity as your county election officer and county clerk. Have conducted 35 elections in that time frame. The fact that I have served the county, who is an extension, we are an extension of county state government. I believe I have done that and am very well qualified to be your next state senator in District 24. I'd like to talk a little bit about the financial problems of the state. This is a very complex problem, primarily coming from the tax abatements to income tax abatements for LLCs and S-Corps, numbering about 333,000 businesses since 2012. We've also seen a drop in oil and gas valuations and certainly a drop in ag prices. So all those things combined together have created great problems financially for the state of Kansas and for its residents. The state is continuing to lose jobs. Recently they lost 5,600 jobs, and people are leaving the state to find jobs elsewhere, and our state employment has increased to 4.1% unemployed from 3.8%, and that's not a good thing. Kansas Department of Transportation has continued losing millions of dollars to the state general fund. Right now we have a great set of roads and bridges, but I'm afraid that we're not having those projects continued. The KDOT is dropping maintenance. A person that I know very well who worked in the road and bridge business for 40 years told me here lately that even if the state quits taking money from the KDOT fund, it will take a minimum of 20 years to get back to where we need to be as far as funding for KDOT and funding those projects that keep our travelers safe. Make sure the bridges are built well and inspected, of course. What my proposal would be to take a bipartisan approach to this issue, coming up with a balanced and fair tax plan which we all need in the state of Kansas. On sales tax and tax levies, cities and counties have had to weather big hits from the state government. State government doesn't like the federal government telling them what to do. State government is passing it on down to cities and counties. We've lost the local ad valorem tax reduction fund. We've lost money from the machinery and equipment tax exemption, and that all continues to build up, and the property owners have to pay increased property tax to offset those losses that have come directly from state government. On public education, we need to sit down with the professionals in the teaching industry. We need to talk to superintendents. We need to talk to teachers, staff. Legislature needs to listen to what their needs are. We need to make sure that students have a fair and equitable education opportunity. I have been endorsed by the Kansas National Education Association. I'm proud to say that. Teachers need to get back their due process and their tenure. I feel schools are very important in our process and our education of our students. I have carried out that thought by going to Lakewood Middle School and talking to social studies classes out there, taking voting machines out there to let them vote on them. I've taken voting machines to South and Central high schools. I recently went to Sacred Heart High School southeast of Salina, various elementary schools here in the city, and I will continue doing that as long as I can as county clerk, and if I make it to the Senate, I will continue coming back to those schools to talk about the importance of voting. We need to expand can care, take back those 4% Medicaid cuts. We need to continue with the judicial process and the retention process we currently have. We have good, balanced justices of the Supreme Court and justices in the Court of Appeals, and I feel like we need to continue with the retention piece of that. I want to thank the Access TV for this opportunity. I want to tell you that advanced voting will start in office on October 24th. We'll start mailing out ballots prior to that on October 19th. Anybody who would like to vote in advance can simply come to the office and vote on, as I said, starting October 24th, or request an advance application. We'll mail you out a ballot starting October 19th through about the 1st or 2nd of November. And then our advanced voting in office will continue through noon, November 7th. The election, of course, then is November 8th, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the polling places that you normally would vote. And last but not least, I'd very much appreciate your vote on November 8th for 24th District of the Kansas Senate.